It's time for part 2 of the 5 NTSC-J Dreamcasts. So where I last left off was with this VA0. What I was planning to do was that I was going to swap the lasers, see if that does anything. But before I do that, I was thinking about this VA1 and it hit me. Check that. I didn't notice this in the first part, but this is not original. Someone has already replaced this, and this looks like a... yeah, this is a removable battery. So, someone had already worked on this, but when the controller ports just didn't work, I guess they just gave up on it. So, I'm actually going to take this out and inspect the underside. And if I get no results there, I'll just see what I can do from there. Oh! The piece that's supposed to be here is gone. I'm gonna get that because I don't think it's a good idea for a Dreamcast to be running without that. This is the piece I was talking about. Alright. Time to take this out. Alright, now that I have this out, let's inspect their work. So the coin cell battery, it looks fine, but oh dear God. So look at that. That solder joint is busted. Somebody didn't do this right. I mean, they did the coin cell battery okay, but what the hell happened over here? Shockingly, this is in circuit, despite how bad it looks. Now, despite how bad this looks, it looks to be in circuit. So I'm just gonna see what happens when I start playing around with these connections. Huh? My controller just turned on. It's because of bad solder joints on this fuse. Yep. Bad solder joint on this fuse they installed. They didn't do it right. So that was literally the problem. Did somebody give up on this because of that? Yeah, it doesn't look like the whole pad's been lifted. It just... somebody broke the joints here. Hopefully I can just reflow them and that'll be the end of it. Important disclaimer before I get into this. I'm a beginner at soldering. So basically, I have to fix somebody else's work on this. Isn't that fantastic? Somebody just soldered the fuse in very improperly. This is a learning experience for me because I still don't really have a grasp on this. I don't think I did a good job. But that's way more secure than it was before. That is not a good solder. I am absolutely well aware. But I'm going to test that and see what happens. Well, it doesn't look good, but I did fix it. I guess that's all that matters. In hindsight, what I should have done was bend the legs of the fuse over. I should have just completely desoldered the fuse with wick and then tried to do it. But I guess that works. I guess that'll work. I just need to clean all this crud off. Get some isopropyl alcohol and a toothbrush. Oh, here she comes. There are some bad parts they've probably been on here for a very, very long time, so of course they're going to be a little tougher to get off. Okay, I couldn't get everything off, but that's better at least. Well, I'm just going to try it. Okay, now that I can see my solder joints better. Ugh, that one looks icky, but it works. The only way to get better at soldering is to just keep doing it. And I am still very much a beginner. Alright, I'll put this back in and test it. Replace the few screws that are in here. Alright. Oh, gotta plug video. Wrong channel. Where is it? Oh, there we go. I just had it in the wrong. That feels a lot more secure in there too. Now, how about something a little bit different? The System Disk 2. Sounds like that could use a new lubrication. Alright. Now I put this in here because I want to play this. Ha-ha! It's gonna do this for a while. Yep. All right. Let's just end this on the non-existent controls menu in this prototype. Even got a mouse cursor. By the way, this prototype is dumped. You can grab it off of Hidden Palace. All right. That's 4 out of 5 fixed. Home stretch. My soldering is obviously beginner, but well, that'll get refined in time. Definitely. Last thing to do is get all the missing screws for this. I'll do that off screen. So literally the only thing stopping that thing was working was bad solder joints on the replacement fuse. Wow. So now it leaves this one. This is the last one that isn't working properly. So I'm going to grab that replacement laser. This should take Samsung lasers, but I'm just going to put a Yamaha laser in here because it just keeps the tradition of a VA0 drive. Anyway, let's unplug this ribbon. I don't think that's correct. This might be. No, it's not. Okay. That's in there. Okay. Well, back to the old Sonic Adventure. Huh? Alright. This laser just works. Yep, it just works. So, this laser probably is, in fact, just worn. The resistance measured around just under 1100, which is a bit low compared to most Yamahas I've seen. I didn't want to turn it down any further, but this laser just works. I'll do some more testing with this one off camera and see if there's anything I can do about this one. I'm not really certain about that, but I like to try to preserve these in ways that don't involve turning the potentiometer. Let's get into an adventure field this time. Yeah! I've never tried to play with one hand before. I have never attempted one hand. Oh dear God. Anyway. Oh! I still have the Christmas DLC active on this save. It's not Christmas anymore, but by the way, I had the Christmas DLC on here because I did a Sonic Story race with the Dreamcast community for Christmas season. All right. After a considerable amount of time spent, I was able to get every single one of these systems working, and I am extremely happy about that. I went into this doubting that all these could be repaired with my amateur abilities, but it worked out. I'm really happy about that. Now I gotta figure out what to do with these, because I don't really need any of these. Except maybe the VA2, but probably not, because I already have a North American VA2. I'll figure it out. So anyway, until next time.